Done deal. Rangers sensation seals out-of-window move to join British club on loan. Rangers and Graeme Souness claim emerges amid recent Tony Bloomhart's development. Stephen McGowan raises Celtic problem Rangers would kill to have. Rangers set to net £3 million per year as behind-the-scenes revelation emerges. Tom Lawrence injury verdict shared as Four Lads raves over Rangers attacker. These are going to be the big topics for today, and at the end there's a controversy and I want to hear your opinion. So let's get started. We are the people. Connor Allen's season-long loan move to Kelty Hearts seems like a smart move for Rangers. At 20, Allen needs regular first-team football, and this loan gives him a chance to develop at a senior level in Scottish League One. Staying at Ibrox with the B team would have been an option, but getting out there and playing real competitive football will push his development further. Rangers clearly see potential in Allen, as he's capable of playing both in defense and midfield. This loan spell could be crucial for him, especially with decisions on his future likely to come in the next year or two. If he performs well, there's every chance he'll be in the mix for the first-team squad next preseason. For now, Rangers will be watching his progress closely, hoping that this experience shapes him into a stronger and more polished player. It's one of those defining moments in a young player's career. Let's see how he takes the opportunity. Chris Boyd has raised eyebrows with his latest claim, suggesting that if Tony Bloom invests in Hearts, both Rangers and Celtic should be very worried. Boyd believes Bloom's potential involvement could have an even bigger impact on Scottish football than Graeme Souness did at Ibrox or Fergus McCann did at Celtic. Bloom, who is in talks with Hearts about a possible £10 million investment, has transformed Brighton into a Premier League force, thanks to his analytical approach to recruitment and running the club. If he brings that same data-driven expertise to Hearts, Boyd argues, it could be a serious threat to the dominance Rangers and Celtic have enjoyed in Scotland for years. Bloom's track record of buying and selling players for profit while still making his club successful is what sets him apart. His methods, particularly around identifying up-and-coming talent through data, could allow Hearts to break the Glasgow duopoly, especially if the investment is put into the right areas. Boyd's right to sound the alarm. Neither Rangers nor Celtic have systems in place quite like Bloom's. While the old firm clubs still have the financial upper hand, a shrewd businessman like Bloom could turn Hearts into genuine contenders. Of course, the deal's not done yet, but if it goes through, things could get very interesting in Scottish football. Stephen McGowan has highlighted a financial problem at Celtic that Rangers would love to have, figuring out how to spend a whopping £100 million in cash reserves. According to McGowan's column in the Scottish Daily Mail, Celtic's shrewd transfer dealings have left them with over £77 million in the bank after spending big and still turning a profit this summer. It's a scenario that's hard to swallow for Rangers fans, as Celtic have mastered the art of buying low, selling high, and reinvesting wisely. Meanwhile, Rangers have been forced into a more long-term approach with recent signings, hoping their young talents will blossom but having to wait for that payoff. While the gap between the two clubs financially is glaring, Rangers do have a path to closing it, qualifying for the Champions League next season. The millions that come with reaching Europe's top competition could help Rangers bring in bigger names and boost their squad significantly. But with uncertainty swirling around Ibrox both in the boardroom and on the pitch, that goal feels a bit distant at the moment. It's a tough pill to swallow, but Celtic are in the driver's seat financially. And until Rangers can turn things around and match them both on and off the pitch, the gap is likely to remain. Champions League qualification next season could be the game-changer Rangers desperately need. Rangers have secured a potentially lucrative deal with Kindred Group, which could net the club up to £3 million per year if everything goes to plan. According to Four Lads Had a Dream, this new agreement represents a significant increase, around 80% to 93% more than the previous deal, depending on how well the club performs, especially in European competitions. Back in 2021, the Kindred deal was worth around £1.5 million, but now that figure could almost double with the right results on and off the pitch. For Rangers, this is a big boost financially. European exposure will increase visibility for sponsors, which could bring in even more income and help the club tap into new markets. But as much as these behind-the-scenes gains are important, what the fans really care about is seeing that success translate onto the pitch. The new Kindred deal is a positive step, but Rangers need to start putting together the performances that will truly make the most of this sponsorship. The season hasn't kicked off the way anyone would have hoped, but with time to turn things around, the club has the potential to match its off-pitch success with on-pitch glory. If they can get back to competing at the highest level in Europe, the rewards will come both financially and in terms of restoring pride to Ibrox. Tom Lawrence has been receiving praise for his match-winning performance against Dundee United, with Stevie Clifford from Four Lads Had a Dream, lauding the attacker's goal and overall contributions. Lawrence, who has struggled with injuries in the past, is now claiming to be fitter than ever and aiming to cement his spot in Philippe Clement's plans. Clifford noted that Lawrence could have had even more goals during the match, highlighting his 5 decent attempts alongside the excellent strike that secured the 3 points. However, while Lawrence's performance was a positive, Clifford pointed out that it's consistency the club needs, not just flashes of brilliance here and there. For Rangers to really benefit from Lawrence's ability, his fitness must be a priority. The team needs him at his creative best, consistently fit and injury-free, especially given the demands of the season and the club's ambitions. If Lawrence can maintain his physical condition and regularly perform at this level, he could become a key player in the SPFL title race. The challenge now is for Lawrence to prove he can be more than just a player who shows up occasionally. He needs to be a reliable, consistent force in the Rangers lineup. If he can do that, he'll play a crucial role in the club's success this season. Gerard is reportedly being linked with a sensational return to Rangers amid the club's current struggles, both on and off the pitch. With Rangers already 5 points behind Celtic in the Premiership after a crushing 3-0 Old Firm defeat, pressure is mounting on current manager Philippe Clement. According to the Daily Record, the departure of chairman John Bennett, one of Clement's key supporters, has only added to the uncertainty at Ibrox. While some board members remain undecided on Clement's methods, especially his focus on overhauling the squad with young talent to fit the club's player trading model, there's a lingering admiration for Gerard. The former Liverpool captain is held in high regard for his successful stint at Rangers, where he delivered the club's first league title in a decade in 2021 and guided them to an unbeaten season. Gerard's managerial stock was sky-high during his time at Ibrox, but his move to Aston Villa didn't quite pan out as hoped. He struggled in the Premier League, managing just 13 wins in 40 matches before being sacked. Since then, Gerard has been managing in Saudi Arabia with Al Ettifaq, where his first season was underwhelming, but his team has started this season strongly, with 3 wins from 3. The potential return of Gerard would certainly stir emotions among the Rangers faithful, given his role in breaking Celtic's dominance. However, with the club in a delicate position both financially and on the pitch, any move to bring him back would need to be weighed carefully. It remains to be seen whether the board sees Gerard as the man to lead Rangers back to glory once again. But with the current turbulence, it's certainly not out of the question. I'll be back with more bombastic and exclusive Rangers news at any moment. If you don't want to miss any, just hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, all right? We are the people.